This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Buzz. How are you both doing today?
Hi.
Hello.
What can you tell me about your interest in this project and coming to the source material?
Let me kick off.
I mean, the auspices already when I came on board was like a no-brainer for me. I'd worked with Carnival before on Downton, so there was already a relationship. And then I met with Megan and read her pilot script, and then read the book, and just lapped it up. And I could just see Megan's incredible talents at sort of getting under the skin of people and really understanding character and sort of taking it onto another level. It not just being a thriller. It actually, when we spoke, she explained the bigger picture for herself of like being more than just a thriller and having a social commentary undercurrent through it. But I'll let you.
No, for me, it was Carnival originally approached me, and like Minky, I've had nothing but fantastic experiences working with them. So as a screenwriter, you're often the first person to kind of you're working by yourself. But in this instance, I was working off of an absolutely incredible book. There's so many great twists and turns, and an ending that really holds up. So many thrillers don't. And just great thematic material. So I knew it was going to be a big, complex thriller, but I have such a good experience with Carnival and such a great collaboration with them that I knew working with them that they would help me make the best version of it. So again, like Minky, no brainer.
I know that you were involved in Suspicion, and I know talking about Carnival and Downton Abbey, I feel like this is lives somewhere between those, between Downton Abbey and Suspicion. This is like there's some high drama, not as much, terrorism and all that, but it's still plenty of entertaining stress.
Yes, yeah, it is. No, it's a thriller first and foremost, and we want to entertain people. But as Minky said, there's something to be said there too. Societal comments. I think the best thrillers have something to say.
And I mean, I think what is also so sort of why I think both Megan and I lent into this was you do not see the big twist at the end. You're blindsided, right? It's just it, and so normally you kind of get sent scripts or IP that are thrillers, but the end's a bit disappointing. And this was just delicious.
Yeah.
Would you say that most things are unchanged from the book, or are there any things that really needed to be modified for the screen?
It's not so or modifying as much as it's about when you're doing an adaptation is it's about adding to supplementing and that's never an insult on the book ever. It's just the sheer kind of logistics behind a book and 8 or 10 episodes of television. It's just a book as is just doesn't make for that much time on the screen. If you filmed a book as it was, and Andrea's book's incredible, it'd probably be 2 or 3 episodes. So when you're working with an adaptation, and I do a ton of them, I always kind of think of it as an accordion in the sense that you're sort of doing this, and it's like, okay, well, these are my tentpole moments, and these are my big things, and many of them come from the book and are absolutely incredible. What's everything I can do and develop to lead up to that moment that Andrea gave me? What's everything that I can do to build towards that twist that's so juicy from the book? So that's really the process. So I think of it much less about changing as it is just adding to.
Talking to this geek from Carnival, they mentioned, how they love reading books and like the idea of a bin, and we're excited that all the episodes are coming out at once. Is
Mhm.
that how the two of you consume your television?
I mean, I as a filmmaker, I try not to because there is obviously a certain point where my eye, like 8 hours is a lot to consume in one go. Although we have heard from
We
the
did.
horse's mouth that many people have done it with this show. But obviously, if we can get at least 2 or 3 episodes on a
Yeah.
run,
Yeah.
that would be the sweet spot. And but not enough that they're so tired that they can't quite see all the really small nuances that we sweated over to get right for that particular scene.
Yeah, no, I'm not a binger in terms, I won't watch a whole series in an evening. I can't do that. I get a little too stir crazy, but I can't do the week to week thing.
No,
If a
no.
broadcaster is dropping week to week, I wait for it to collect and then I'll watch it over a weekend.
Although, how did we do it when we were kids growing up? That's the only way we did it.
Television's just better now.
That's also true.
So there you
That's
go.
also true.
There's also so much more, I think, now too. But I will say that I watched an episode a day. I wanted to try to spread it out. And so I feel like that gave me an
great.
enhanced appreciation for the characters, the twists, and especially something like episode 7, which really just felt like its own, standalone kind of thing. So I do think most people will binge it, but you're right that 8 hours is a
That's a bit
long
much.
amount of time to commit. It's easier with a half-hour comedy or something like that.
Agreed.
It's also quite a stressful show.
It is.
I mean, everyone can relate to this. You don't have to be a parent to really feel that trauma.
Well, whether in one sitting or over the course of many weeks, what have each of you watched recently that is really sticking with you?
I know what my answer is. Do you have one?
You go first.
I just watched Task, finished that. Just thought I would just love Brad Inglesbury. He's definitely an absolute hero of mine, and thought that was such a beautiful and thoughtful show. Just loved every second of it.
I haven't seen that one yet,
It's great.
but two shows that I binged were The Pit and The Studio.
Oh, both great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen both of them.
Those,
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. And what's next for both of you after this show?
I'm currently in post-production on a new show also for Peacock called Five Star Weekend, which is another adaptation with Jane Garner, Chloe Sevigny, Regina Hall, Darcy Carden, and Gemma Chan. So that's a lot of fun. But it's a very different tone. It's more of a dramedy. Yeah.
I've got a show filming right now in London for ITV, but besides that, I am delighted to say that I'm collaborating further with both Carnival and Peacock and Universal, who have just been fantastic to work with. So more of the same for me, please.
Wonderful. Well, good luck with this one and everything that's coming next. Thank you both so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.